This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
Good evening. Welcome to WSBI, your resource for success podcast program, where you get to meet inspiring women-owned businesses from across the country. And now, for your host, Kimberly McLemore.
All right. Hello. Good evening and welcome to WSBI, your resource for success podcast program, where you get to meet inspiring women-owned businesses from across the country. I am your host, Kimberly McLemore, but tonight we have a special edition of the WSBI podcast program. This evening, you'll be spending moments with Lady K and
Mr. T.
Hello. Welcome, Mr. T. How are you?
I am doing awesomely well, Lady K. How are you on this wonderful Thursday evening?
I am doing fine. I'm down here in sunny Charleston, South Kakalaki, as we call it. And so I am definitely ready to get home. It's been a month of back and forth, so I am definitely ready to get through this night so I can get on that plane tomorrow.
I know that's right. You better hurry up and come on back. We got a lot of stuff going on this weekend.
I know. I'm actually looking forward to a little salsa dancing on Saturday night. Woo! It's gonna be great. So anyway, all right. So everyone else, like I said, we have got the famous Mr. T and Lady K here tonight, and we have a wonderful show topic. It's the boomerang effect. What do you do when life comes back at you? But before we dive into our great conversation for the evening, why don't you, Mr. T, tell the listeners a little bit about yourself and what you got going on.
Hey, what's up there, listeners? And thank you very much, Lady K. I appreciate that. But what's up there, listeners? I appreciate you guys for tuning in and listening to us talk about the stuff that we talk about. Anyway, it's like, the stuff that we talk about. But I am Mr. T. I am a 40-ish young professional, black professional, living here in the DMV. For those who don't know what the DMV is, once again, want to share that it stands not for the Department of Motor Vehicles. Shout out to those people that keep our licenses active, but stands for the DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I like to reiterate that for new people because I just remember when I moved here, I was like, why do they keep talking about the Department of Motor Vehicles?
Right.
It's the area. So I was like, what? Anyway, not only that, but I am a fitness instructor. I own my own business, Move with T, LLC. You can find me on Instagram and on Facebook as well, which is a fitness-based, it's a holistic approach to fitness, where not only do I share information about the importance of physical wellness, but also your emotional and mental wellness as well. And I'm also a doggy daddy to a wonderful little pooch who is just had his adoption day just recently passed. So he's like a year older for me and my other half, and it's like, oh,
happy
so
birthday, Peppa.
Yeah. But we're like, happy adoption day, because we don't know when he was born, because they estimated when we got him that he was 3 years old. So now he would be 4 years old, which means he moved from 21 to 28. And when I see him climbing the stairs, I say, oh, 7 years caught up to you, huh? Which I think is so funny. But he's a wonderful little pooch, and he's very, very special to both of us. So I enjoy being a doggy daddy, very protective of my baby. And what else about me? I also write for the Z Beat, which is an online fitness blog, which you can catch my monthly articles for motivational living as well, where I have a motivational topic specific to fitness, and I'll have a new topic coming out with regarding music, like my top 3 picks. So I'll be looking out for that as well, because I love me some music. And what else? One last thing about me, I'm enjoying my new onesie right now, because I found this onesie at Target, and I said I'm going to go ahead and splurge on this little thing with the hood, and it's like this wonderful tie-dye color. I should probably take a picture and post it, but I'm not, because I'm wearing a onesie. But it's kind of fun. At the same time, it's like, well, why not? It's summertime. Gosh. So that's all with me, Lady K. You want to tell our listeners a little something about you?
Well, you know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to top that one. Not with the onesie thing. Okay, you stole the show. You done stole the show. We're just getting started. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. And sounds like you're having a relaxing evening at home, chatting with us, chatting with me, of course, and then the listeners listening to you. But you know what? I definitely got to see that onesie. So, you know, when you get bold and brave, please make sure that you pop that up.
If I send you a picture, I'm sending it to you. I'm not supposed to get online.
All righty. So just a little bit about myself so we can move on with the show. We love to clown and have a great time. But for most people who do know me, that I am, and don't know me, you can call me Kimberly McLemore, but most people call me author Kimberly McLemore. So my world is twisted in several different directions. So I had an interview not too long ago. Somebody said, "Oh, you know, you're really a serial entrepreneur." I never really thought of myself as that. But just to say a little bit more about myself, I am actually the CEO and founder of the Women's Small Business Initiative, which is WSBI LLC. And then I also, of course, have this lovely podcast show, which is a part of WSBI. And then I am the owner and founder of Kimberly M. McLemore LLC, which is the author side of my world. And I actually have another show on there called The Author's Corner. I am also the co-founder of Talk Radio and TV Network LLP with Miss Ashley Little, who is out in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. And then I'm also the owner of Vigilant Broadcasting. So yeah, I got a lot of things going on in my little bit of world. It's been crazy. And for those who just trying to figure out, okay, wait a minute, you said you're in Charleston. Yes, I have a real corporate job as well. So if you're trying to figure out where I'm at, don't, because I'm constantly on the road. So I'm actually looking forward to getting back home for about a month. so I can go back out for another month or two. So it's going to be crazy. It's that time of year, you know, we got to do what we got to do. But I'm excited. I'm actually really excited about our show tonight. For those who are looking for us on Be Live TV, you're not going to see us tonight. We decided to come back to our original state of podcasting. I love just being able to be behind the mic and being able to tell and talk our stories, talk about what's going on in our communities, give you guys some moments with us and, you know, some inspiration, because that's what our show is truly about. And really, you know, like I said, what's actually going on within our community. So we decided to go back to our regular podcast program. So for those who are looking online tonight and they're like, okay, we don't see their faces, we don't see them. We hear them, but you don't see them. You're not going to see us physically tonight, but you will be able to hear us. The link is out there. If you decide you have any questions, you're more than welcome to sign in on Spreaker. You can, if you don't want to get on Spreaker, you can also listen to us right now on iHeartRadio. We're also on Spotify. I'm now on Tumblr. And you can also listen to us on YouTube. So there's plenty of options, plenty of ways to get a hold of us and listen to our show this evening. So without further ado, I think we need to go on ahead and get on top of this topic. And, you know, the topic is phenomenal. And I'm going to let T, and the reason why I'm picking on you, T, I'm going to make you go first because you came up with this amazing topic. And there's so many different directions we can go with this. So I'm going to let you dive into this, and then we're going to, you know, keep the show moving.
Okay. All right. Well, our show topic for tonight is the Boomerang effect for our listeners out there. And it's about what to do when life comes back at you. And yeah, I remember because we talked about this like about a month ago, I think it was, and I was like, I got an idea, and you were like, yes, I love it. And you know, when we think about a boomerang, for those who don't know what a boomerang is, it's a piece of equipment, a sporting piece of equipment that you throw and it comes back to you.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
Ensuring your baby gets the nutrients they need to support their growth and development is a top priority for every parent. That's why millions around the globe have turned to A2 Platinum as the formula they trust. A2 Platinum Premium Infant Formula is nutritionally complete with whole milk as the first ingredient. Their A2 whole milk comes from specifically selected cows that naturally produce milk containing only the A2 protein and no A1. With 30-plus select nutrients, A2 Platinum is specifically designed with tiny tummies in mind and without worry of harmful chemicals. Quality and safety are the #1 priority for A2 Platinum. Plus, they are Clean Label Project Purity Awards certified. Join millions of parents and choose A2 Platinum for your little one. Right now, for a limited time only, A2 is offering podcast listeners 25% off their first purchase when you use promo code podcast25 at checkout on Amazon or at a2platinum.com. Again, for 25% off your first order, go to Amazon or a2platinum.com and use the promo code podcast25.
And, there's an old adage, that if you love something, let it go. If it comes back to you, it's yours. If it's not, it never was. And so, yeah, I used to have that up on my wall when I was younger. It was like a little poster that I think was my mother's, but it just happened to be just slept in my room. And I remember reading that like every night for like 10 years. But, we're never fully prepared for when life rears its ugly head and comes back at us. And it can come back to us in a number of ways. I believe that the energy that we put out into the universe is the energy that we get back. Mm-hmm. And if we put out positive energy, positive things happen and come back to us. If we put out negative energy, just know that stuff is going to come back to us. Absolutely. And, it doesn't always come back positive or negative in the way in which we put it out there. And also when we... it doesn't always come back out in the way that we put it out there, so we have to be prepared for it to come back, and sometimes we might have to, if it's negative, we might have to do that matrix move and try to dip and dodge it. But sometimes we just got to take it in and suck it up and be like, well, yeah, that was mine. If you're thinking about like romance, put it in basic terms, if you break somebody's heart. Right. Cheat on them or whatever, or you just break somebody's heart, you hurt somebody, just know that's going to come back to you. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't come back to you necessarily in the blow. Sometimes you could be all in and be like, yeah, I'm in this, and then, you know what? I'm good. I'm still over here. Right. But it I think for business, for pleasure, and just the general energy that we put out there in life. So we have to be always intentional on what we speak into existence, and also in our actions, because we want to make sure that we're being our best selves at all times. I'm not sure how personal I'm going to go, but I also did want to speak to when we speak things into existence, that can be part of the boomerang effect as well. Right. Because when we say, I'm going to do this, when we say things with conviction, and know that we mean what we say. And there's a difference between just saying something and when you say something with conviction. Mm-hmm. Because when you say with conviction, it's like you just know this is going to happen. And I don't know, Lady K, if you've ever noticed this, but sometimes we say things and it doesn't really happen, and we're like, oh, well, no big deal. But sometimes we say things and we're in that moment, we're in that space where we're like, this is going to get done. Exactly. Mm-hmm. And then before, time has gone by, then we realize we've done that and way much more than we intended. We're like, what in the world? I didn't realize all that was going on. And so, but when you seek power into your words and you mean them. For those listeners who don't understand what it means to speak things into with conviction, it just means that you're speaking them with such a power that it's kind of like your words become, for lack of a better term, enchanted.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Which this is not a magical show, and I don't believe in magic powers and stuff like that. Save that for the fairy tales. But we speak things, and it's like those words become empowered, I should say.
Okay.
And they it's like there's a resolve that resonates within our spirit, and before we know, we're able to make those words come to life, and it's just an amazing thing. So I just that's where I am with the boomerang effect. I know there are some things that I spoke into existence at the beginning of the year.
Mm-hmm.
And matter of fact, on January 1st, I said some things, and I put it out there in the universe. And there are some really wonderful things that have been taking place in my life since then. And there are some things that I am still continuing to work on and that are in progress to take place throughout the rest of the year. I don't know how I'm going to reach one specific thing that I said. I don't know how it's going to happen. I think you and I have talked about it. I don't know how it's going to happen, but I know it's going to.
Right.
And it's just a matter of just letting it come to fruition. And
right, timing is everything.
They never say I did it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It is. And when you talk about the boomerang effect, I think we talked a little bit about this earlier. And the key is that it can have all negative, and it can also have positive consequences. So, like you said, whatever you desire and you talk about and you say, well, this is going to happen to me, it may not happen today, but it will happen. And so it's that like I say, what do you do when life comes back at you? And life consistently comes back at you in so many different ways, whether it's a job, whether it's your personal things that are going on in your life. It's just amazing how we all can bounce back. And I think when I'm sitting up here listening to you talk and I think about the boomerang effect, for me, just to get a little personal, being involved in domestic abuse and being a survivor, as people call me, during the time I was being abused, that boomerang effect, that situation could have affected me in a whole lot of different ways. Everybody handles things very differently in their life. And so, people always ask me, well, how is it that you can get up every day and continue on? And it's because I made the choice that even though the things that happened to me was not my choice, but that boomerang effect is, hey, how are you going to allow it to come back to you? How you feel your life is going to continue to move forward? Now, I could, obviously I could sit down and dwindle away because I could continue to live in that rearview mirror, continue to hold on to the effects of the things that happened to me through somebody else's hands, right? But at the same time, I'm making the decision that no, my life is worth so much more. So it's I spoke into fruition, and I was led by the guidance of the Lord to say, no, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna get through this. But it's how you handle it on the other end. Like we always say, you can start your day off either on a positive note or a negative note, right? So if you roll off on the side of the bed, oh, it's gonna be a rotten day, 90% of the time you're gonna have a rotten day, and that's not because of what other people are doing to you. It's just because you spoke into fruition. You said you spoke into existence. You said, hey, this is what it is, and now this is what's happened. And 90% of the time we realize and know that whatever you speak into existence, it could ruin everything for you, not just that day, but it could also ruin what goes on, how people look at you down the road and down the line. It could ruin your job. It could be a whole lot of different things. It has different effects in different ways. But I absolutely believe that when you decide to make a decision and it's the right decision, you give it the time it needs in order for it to be done properly. I think time management is very important. Timing is everything. You work hard, you prepare hard for those things in life that you want to improve on and see change. It's going to happen, and we all know Rome wasn't built overnight, but we all know there are a lot of people, and we've all done it myself. I've done it myself. A lot of people, I'm sure you've done it, where, you want to, you do something, you want it out there so fast, and we expect it to happen right away, and we think they're all going to come, because we know we're doing it. You build something, say, oh yeah, they're gonna come right now. That's not the world. That's not the real world. And so, it's just really truly understanding who you are as an individual and knowing that you can handle whatever it is that comes to you. What's the other saying that people talk about where, what's the reaction? It's the 10% something. I can't remember the saying right now, but at the end of the day, the boomerang effect can be, like I said, a negative or a positive. And you said it perfectly earlier, when it comes to the fact that, it's all about consequences, positive or negative. It's all about what you speak into existence. And, you can twist those words any way you want to, but at the end of the day, it all comes back full circle, and it's all about the same thing.
Exactly. And when in doubt, go back and watch the Goodies video by Sierra so you can practice the Matrix. So when it comes back to you in the wrong way, you can be like, miss me with that. Miss me with it.
Exactly.
You're still going to get it anyway. So it's just kind of like, you're like, go ahead and let it hit you and live through it.
Right.
One of my, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say, one of my dearest friends, and I've known him for probably 15, maybe 20 years, and he and I used to we used to be in the same dance company. We actually had our own dance company at one point. Well, actually, it was mine, and he was willing to be a part of it, which I was so grateful for.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever the adventure, there's a BMW engineered to take it on. The X3 delivers a striking design with agile performance. The 100% electric i4 packed with pure electric energy. Or the plug-in hybrid X5, an impressive, versatile SUV granting full control on every journey. Choose what powers your next adventure during the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine. Hurry in for exceptional offers through January 2nd. Visit bmwusa.com for details.
The most wonderful time of the year. Although, let's be honest, around the holidays, things really add up. But here's the good news. Only at Verizon, you can get a single line for $50 per month when you switch and bring your phone. So while ice skating for two is definitely costing more, here at Verizon, you can save. Gifts for your third cousins? Steep. A single line with Verizon? Not so steep. A real tree? Pricey. A single line with Verizon? Less pricey. Flights to see Mima and Pops? Those are up. A $50 per month single line? That's down. Even a trip to the Atlanta Holiday Market will cost you more. But with Verizon, you can switch and bring your phone for just $50 per month for a single line on unlimited welcome, with autopay plus taxes and fees. All this to say, during the holiday season, when everything is costing more, you can get more for less right now at a local Verizon store. $15 monthly promo credits applied over 36 months with a new line on unlimited welcome. In times of congestion, unlimited 5G, 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Additional terms apply.
And I still credit him to this day for being so resourceful. Just in talking to him, I hear about the challenges going on in his life, and he and I talked recently, and he was just telling me things that he's doing, and I was like, oh my gosh. Not 10 years ago, that would have totally freaked you out going through that experience. But now you're going through it, and you're not only sustaining, you're succeeding. Mm-hmm. One of the things that he hates is or he's very actually apprehensive about is school and studying and having to write papers and stuff like that. And so for me, that was easy. I was like, I don't understand why you're hesitant about that. Mm-hmm. But for him, there were some internalized things growing up, you had to play all that, people's life experience into the sum of their parts into their whole. And so, just to hear him talk about how he was writing the papers and he didn't have the anxiety and he was doing so well and scoring so well. And I'm just like, this is amazing. This, like I said, 10 years ago, you were like, oh, I can't do it. I can't take this job because they want me to do all this writing, and I don't want to do all that, so I need to do this. And now because we're both about the same age. Right. Well, we are the same age. But it's just amazing. 10 years later, he's doing it, and he's in school, and he's being his best self, and he's teaching gymnastics, which is amazing.
Wow.
I never would have thought he would have actually done that. Mm-hmm. And it was so amazing being able to talk to him the other week, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm picking up my girls to drop them off for practice." And I was just like, Yeah, and I see him posting about his the competitions. Because at first I was like, why do I see all these little girls on your Facebook page? And you have a conversation. And he was like, no, I'm teaching gymnastics. And I said, oh, okay, because I was like, I just wanted to make sure, because I didn't understand what was going on. I mean, it wasn't like they were like famous like gymnastics people. I don't know what they're called. Gymnasts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like not like they were like famous gymnasts that were, you would see like at the Olympics. They were like, I was like, what's going on? And he was like, I'm coaching now. And I was like, that is amazing. Wow. So, and he taught me a lot as a dancer. He and I balanced one another because him being a former gymnast himself and me having a dance background, he taught me to be more powerful and stronger in my movement.
Wow.
And I was able to teach him to be more fluid. And so we had a really, really good balance. But it's just amazing seeing how he's just dealt with life over and over again, and every time he gets shot down, he gets right back up. And I was like, you are an inspiration, whether you realize it or not. I look at you, I'm like, I want to be like you.
Right.
Because I want to have that wherewithal to just keep pushing.
Exactly. I was going to say, and the thing that you said earlier that stood out to me is that you talked about the fact that he's living his best life now. He went back. I'm sure he went back and realized the same thing that you're talking about, the fact that here it is, he kept telling himself, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do that, I can't write, I can't do this, I can't take this job. So look at all the different opportunities that he had missed out because he kept telling himself he could not do the things that he was very capable of doing. But sometimes it takes those constant opportunities that you see yourself, you're beating yourself up in the face about, and I'm sure he probably got tired of it and realized, you know what, I can do this. But he had to speak it, he had to show it, and be determined and put the work into it and now look at him. Like you said, now he's inspiring you, and I'm sure he's inspired many other individuals by taking on all these different things that he's doing with, working with the girls in gymnastics. Here he is running, other things, and I'm sure he'll have other things down the pipe, but the word no to him doesn't even exist. And that's the good thing. If you can get up and bounce back in life, and that's what it's all about. And like I always talk about people, even with my circumstance and situation, you got to get back up. You keep sitting in the corner, like a little fragile child, you're never going to go anywhere in life. You got to keep bouncing back. We're all going to have negative things happen. Obviously, I would never wish upon anybody being abused. But at the end of the day, I had a choice. And my choice and my decision was to get up and bounce back and be the best person I am and know that I have a purpose in life. And that's exactly what your friend has done, is that even though you guys soared in your own way when you were dancing, he finally blossomed. And that was the difference. It's all about blossoming. You're blossoming in your different way. But when I think it's just amazing that when you start to recognize who you are and who you can become, that's the beauty of this whole topic of conversation when it comes to understanding what the boomerang effect is really about.
And being ready for it when it hits you.
Exactly. All right. So, boy, I tell you what, we could keep talking about this for the next hour. And then here it is. We're already getting close to the end of the show. I'm like, okay, well, we're going to skip past the fashion tonight. We're going to skip past, I think, the fashion
okay.
Tonight.
We might have to just start moving the fashion out the way. We'll have to do that separately.
Yeah.
You can find us, you guys on Facebook now. So you might just have to just tune in, once a month and or maybe even once a week and see what kind of fashion tips are out there.
Exactly. Yeah. We'll have to, or maybe do it in the beginning because, these topics that we have, our big thing about our show is truly sharing the moments, sharing our thought processes. And of course we do want to talk about what's going on in the community. So, is there anything you want to reveal and share about what we have going on in our local community this weekend?
Yes, I would love to share. I got two brief events that I want to share. Both of them are taking place on Saturday, May 18th, which is a wonderful day. It's a national holiday in case people don't realize it. That's my birthday.
Yeah.
Hey. Shameless plug.
Love it.
Shout out to my mama.
Holiday.
That's very ghetto, right? Shout out to my mama for having me.
Oh my gosh.
The first event is actually a free event. It's taking place in Woodbridge, Virginia at Freedom High School, which is 15201, if I'm saying this right, Nabasco Mills Road. or I may be saying that wrong, but it's 1520 NEABSCO Mills Road in Whitbridge, Virginia. Once again, it's Freedom High School. It's taking place from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. It is a free event. Free, Free. For those who didn't know that. So it's free and open to the public. Free like free. Mm-hmm. It's a health and wellness expo by the Prince William County Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and the Prince William County Community Foundation. They have some wonderful events that are planned. There's a health fair going to be there, free dental and health screenings, store prizes, wellness tips, some financial wellness, because we talked about overall wellness. Blood pressure checks. There's going to be some fitness events as well. One of my good friends, who happens to be not only a Zumba instructor and a fellow instructor just in general, she's also a member of Delta Sigma Theta, and so she'll be there presenting a wonderful Zumba set. So that's going to be exciting. I think that's taking place around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Once again, the event goes from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. at Freedom High School this Saturday, May 18th. Also, going on May 18th from 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. in Springfield, Virginia, at the Waterford on Commerce Street, is a Zumba jammer, Mauricio Camargo, will be here in the DMV. He's hosted by two instructors that I love and appreciate as well. Tickets right now are $20 in advance, so you can find it on eventbrite.com. Once again, they have some vendors there. It's a Zumba party. They have some local instructors there also. And once again, it's at the Waterford in Springfield, Virginia, featuring Zumba jammer Mauricio Camargo. It's going to be a wonderful masterclass. I'm actually going to be at that one as well with one of my fellow instructors. I'm going to be actually not presenting. I'm going to be supporting her as one of her backup dancers. And like I said, there is a fee for that one, but for the other event, it is free. So you can go from 10 to 1 or 1:30 and then hang out for all the free stuff and get all this information, and then come on and share it with us at 1:30 at Springfield. Hop to 20 jump. What you got for us, Lady K?
Ooh, I look. I'm trying to catch up with you right now. Okay, so I don't have any events going on this weekend, obviously, but I do plan on joining an event. There's a little bit of salsa dancing, and to be honest with you, I don't even remember all the information. So it is out there on Facebook page. I remember Annetta sharing it with us. So I think that's going to be a great event for Saturday evening. I believe it's going to be in Arlington, so I'll have to post that information for those who may be interested and want to join us in the evening time for some good salsa dancing. But I do have some near future things going on. Well, actually, I do have one. We're down to the wire here for the last couple of weeks of my new ebook release campaign. So if you have not received or downloaded your copy of the book, Are You Living or Existing? The Pros and Cons of Balancing Life. It's a new ebook. It's $3.99 on Amazon. You can't beat it. It's a great book. I really focus on self-assessment. I really like to talk to people more about learning how to stop living through the lens of other individuals and live your own life and do the things that you want to do. Excel. Be who you are. It's kind of the same topics that we've been talking about a lot for the last few months when it comes to being more effective, doing more things in your life. And of course, tonight on the Boomerang effect, what do you do when life comes back at you? So there's a lot of good things in the book. We've had some great reviews as well. So please, hey, support a sister, as we always say. Support, get out there and get the new ebook. I have a great campaign going. Like I said, that we were down to the wire. We've only got a couple more weeks left. Till the end of the month is coming, which I can't believe already. And like I said, it's $3.99. I would love for everyone to support me on this. I am really, truly trying to get to the point where I'm at bestseller. So, hey, help me get there. That would be great. And another event I really want to talk about quickly is on August 17th. I will be heading back to Easton, Pennsylvania from 11 to 4 p.m. We're having a Are You Living or Existing Self-Publishing Workshop and Entrepreneurial Networking Brunch. It is going to be phenomenal. So obviously I'm not going to be on my own with this event. We have 3 other wonderful ladies that will be involved with this event with me. I will be teaching the self-publishing portion. So for $75, you're going to get the self-publishing, you're going to get a brunch, and you're going to get to network with some other amazing entrepreneurs. Christy Joy Met is the owner of a Joyful Self Wellness Center. So she will be there hosting the event. We have Miss Wanda Kane, who is a big time interior design, but she also is the owner of the event itself. So she's the one who's going to be catering and doing the brunch. And then we have Miss Michelle Dofigger, who is going to be a special, as we call, VIP speaker. And she's going to be talking a lot about marketing. And like I said, we're going to be networking as well. It's a 4-hour event. You do not want to miss this. Any information you want to know about it, you can find it on either the WSBI Facebook page or the Arthur Kimberly and Macklemore page. And you can also go to Eventbrite. It's $75. I know August seems like it's far away, but the way time moves today, August is not that far away. So prepare yourself. Do not wait to the last minute to register for this event. We do have limited seating. We only have seating for 25, so do not miss that. Once we open up for after we do the self-publishing, I mean, I'm sure there'll be more people who want to come in and do networking, which is fine. But definitely reach out to us if you're anywhere in the Pennsylvania area. Reach out to these ladies; they will help you out. I can't wait. This is my second opportunity to be up there and do some work with these ladies, and I love them to death. So I'm looking forward to that coming in August. I have a lot of other things kind of working in the background scenes, which I won't dive into today, but definitely looking forward to the rest of this year, and then I'm already focused on next year. So I'm like, okay. I mean, but that's the way it has to be. You can't just deal with one thing, so I'm excited about it. And like I said, I'm looking forward to some other things coming down the pike. We'll talk about it at a later date, but we're definitely at the end of our show. But before we end, we haven't really been able to even do our moment of inspiration. This is our time where we just give people a hug. So if you are going through a rough patch, we hope that our show really does inspire you to think, inspire you to get up and move, inspire you to reach out to each other when you need help. Don't just sit back and dwindle away. We all know that we're going through things in life, and I'm hoping and praying that even for us, if there's something you want to ask us or you want to talk about, reach out to us. You have, Mr. T, he is the man. I love him to death. Everything that he does. Let me get my English. Let me get my English right.
That's okay. Everything that he do.
Everything he do. Everything he does. And truly, no. Everything that you do is about inspiration. Move with T is truly about inspiring and being original in who you are. So, this is the right person to be connected with. So if you, like I say, you have any moments you need that big hug, this is where we do it towards the end of the show. But if you need the hug in person, we're here for you. Never be afraid to say that you don't know it all and that you can't handle it all. Be able to reach out to the people that you feel that you need in your life to help you continue to move forward, because we are all worthy. We all need to be here. We all have something to offer. You just need to know who you are in order to understand that.
Amen. We are here to share our juice with you.
That's right.
Our good juice. Our hug, our love, our support. That's the juice. That's the juice.
Exactly. Because we all we need that energy, and with the things that we see going on in our world today, you need those hugs. You need that energy. You need to know that it's okay to say that you need it, and that's the key. So I hope you all this evening have been inspired. I hope you've enjoyed our conversation this evening, because spending the moments with T, I love it. I always hate when we have to come down to the end of the show, and but it is what it is. It's a part of who we are. And, if we talk for 2 or 3 hours, we won't have any more golden nuggets to give you guys. So.
They have no reason to tune in for the next one. So, yeah, we got to space this stuff out.
Exactly. So, unless, Mr. T, do you have anything else you would like to share before we shut it down this evening, sir?
Only thing I have to say is work on your matrix.
Uh-oh.
Bend it back.
Uh-oh.
Take it back. So that's a dance move in case you're just tuning in. It's a dance move where you lean back and you move out the way. So get ready for the universe to come at you. Then it like Beckham.
There you go. There you go. And for those who are looking for us to come out next month in June, we'll be taking a break in the month of June. I have a lot of huge special guests coming in the month of June, so we will be back hanging with you guys in July. So don't look for us in June, but then also just think, though, with the way the year is going, we got a lot of things that we're working on this end, so this show will be more regularly. So we just want to just give y'all like some tidbits and some little nuggets, and so you understand who we are and what we're trying to do. And for anybody who would like to be a guest on the show with Lady K and Mistah T, you can reach out to either one of us through our Facebook pages, and let us know. We'd love to have you. We've always had guests in the past, so we're looking forward to that in the near future as well.
That's right. We're here for you.
All righty. So any last words, sir? Because we're getting ready to shut it down if you don't have any last words.
That's all I got. I'm going to say just, wear a onesie and protect your magic. Signing out.
I love it. I love it. Oh, my gosh. All right. Well, like I said, we're coming to the end of the show. Again, I would like to thank you all for listening in tonight. We really do appreciate you. We will see you soon, but tune in next week for another new show on the WSBI, Your Resource for Success podcast program. I always here every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. I was going to say 7 a.m. I'm not going to be here at 7 a.m. So do not be looking forward to hearing me at 7 a.m. But until next time, Mistah T, it has been a pleasure.
It's always a pleasure to speak with you and to share some time with you, Lady K.
All righty then. Smooches. We'll see you all next time. Have a good evening.
Good night, everyone. We will be back next Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Follow us on Spreaker, www.spreaker.com/user/WSBI. View our new WSBI website anytime at www.wsbillc.com and on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Instagram.
This holiday, BMW has reunited 3 members of the family at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. The Agile X3, engineered for any adventure. The plug-in hybrid X5, commanding the streets with unmatched presence. And the all-electric i4, charging into the future with impeccable performance. Hurry in to find what powers your journey at the BMW Road Home Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate driving machine.
Visit the Valley BMW Center today for attractive lease and finance offers.
If you're a facilities manager at a university, you know students rely on the cafeteria for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the occasional late-night snack. So when a dishwasher breaks down and dirty plates pile up, the mess hall can turn messy in the blink of an eye. Enter Grainger. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast delivery, the product you need now is never far away. So you can turn that dishwasher back into a lean, clean washing machine. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.